Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, it's win or go home as the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays take on the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles in round one of Sectional 51. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, our sports analyst, it's Chris McGowan. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to the Bobcat Den, the beautiful Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, 46532. You know we're back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com and IHSAATV.org. Well, as we get ready for our 29th basketball broadcast of the 2025-2026 season, we have talked with both head coaches, Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays and Jason Goon leading into tonight. We, of course, talked to head coach Combs throughout our basketball season on the Saturday Sports Line and have seen them in action several times this season, but we have yet to see this year's Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles. We, of course, remembered them last year where they beat the Lady Jays in the sectional championship matchup here at Oregon Davis. That was 1 year ago, and during the regular season, the Lady Jays actually beat the Elkhart Christian Lady Eagles. So very interesting scenario heading into this opening round. If you're the Jays, you're thinking, my gosh, of course we would draw the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles first, and I'm sure the Eagles are probably like, yeah, why not? Let's get this thing going and see how we face off against each other. So let's go ahead and look at the Lady Eagles. Head coach Jason Goon, he's in his sixth season as the man in charge already. They started their season going strong, 8-2 through the first 10 games. They then got even stronger, the final 12 games going 10-2. One of their 4 losses, like I said, came to these North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays on December 2nd, 45-37. They played each other in the sectional championship matchup, like I said, here in the Den last year, becoming sectional champion. 62-35 was the final. The Jays had a rough night last year. We remember that. The Lady Eagles did not. The Jays got revenge, like I said, this season, so we assume the Eagles will be ready to return the favor in this opening round of Sectional 51 tonight. The Eagles became regional champions last year and fell in the opening round of semi-state, so their returning players have played in some high-intense games and should be ready to go tonight as they went 18-4 this season and 6-0 at the top in Hoosier Plains Conference play. Leading the Eagles in the scoring department is sophomore Lily Maxwell, averaging 11.9 points per game. Right behind her is sophomore Kylie Yordy, averaging 10.7, and rounding out the top 3 is freshman Mia Hibbard. She's averaging 10.4. They got scores, guys. Hibbard leads the team in rebounds. She's grabbing 6 boards per game. Kylie Yordy leads the team in steals and assists, averaging 3.8 snags per game and 5.7 dimes per game. This Lady Eagle offense is averaging 60.2 points per game. And get this, their defense is only allowing 29.6. With us tonight is our sports analyst. We are honored to have Chris McGowan on the call. Welcome back to Sectionals, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Second night, gotta love it.
Man, this is going to be a good one. We talk about the Lady Eagles. We were in the hospitality room a little bit earlier and found out a little information behind the scenes about that matchup earlier on in the regular season.
Yeah, just Elkhart Christian just was flat. The full strength just came out flat that night, and North Judson came ready to play. So it's going to have to be another one of those nights. Looking at the Elkhart Christian schedule, their 4 losses. One obviously was to North Judson. The other one happened January 23rd at Marquette Catholic, the number 1 team in Class 1A, who sent a message last night. We talked about it on air, beating Couts, a top 7 team in Couts, 73-19. So,
wow.
but they went to Marquette and only got beat by 11. So. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough test for North Judson tonight.
Well, we've got 21.6 seconds left here in the first game of the night. It is featuring the Argus Lady Dragons and Trinity. What is their mascot?
Trinity Greenlawn. They are the Lady Titans.
The Lady Titans, and right now the Titans lead the Lady Dragons 24-21, and they will hit the first of 2 at the line, making it 25-21. So right now, Trinity Greenlawn looking very strong here. The Titans hoping to beat the Argus Lady Dragons. They would move on and face the winner of our next game, the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays or the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles. But we go ahead and turn the page and look at North Judson. Lady Jays head coach Whitney Combs is in her 3rd year at the helm. The Jays started their 2025-2026 season on the road against Rochester. They fell 50-27. They then followed that up with a tough loss at home to Rensselaer Central, 59-49. On November 12th, the Jays traveled to South Central at the launch pad and picked up their first win of the year, 50-44. Then on the 15th of November, we saw them take on one of their county rivals in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and won 57-49 in the Den. They then lost at home to Couts 51-37. They beat their other cross-county rival of Knox at home 43-21. They then beat Elkhart Christian, like we talked about, on the road 45-37. That was a big win for the Lady Jays as they fell to Elkhart Christian last season in that very important sectional championship matchup here at the beautiful Bobcat Den. So that at that time during the regular season, that was a big confidence boost for these Lady Jays after beating them on December 2nd. Can't believe it's been that long ago already. They then beat Argus at home 54-10, then Boone Grove 58-39. They fell to Caston on the road 46-38 on December 11th. The Jays then traveled across state lines to play Red Arrow in Michigan and won big time 61-16. They beat North White at home in the Nest 45-29. Then Culver on the road 45-37. They then went to Plymouth for their holiday tournament and won the whole thing, beating Washington Township in round 1 53-21, and Plymouth at Plymouth in the championship round 43-34. On January 8th, they fell to Kankakee Valley on the road 43-32. We saw them beat the West Central Lady Trojans 44-23. They then fell to conference opponent North Miami at home 44-43, then beat Pioneer 47-36. They then fell to rival Winnemac on the road 56-34. We saw them beat Knox again on the road 42-39. They then beat the Triton Lady Trojans 52-38 to finish off the regular season as the Jays went 15-7, a very respectful, very strong 15-7 on the year, and 5-3 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Leading these Lady Jays in the scoring department is Kaylin Tunis. She's averaging 15.1 points per game. She achieved her 1,000th career point against Triton to finish off the regular season, and she's only a junior. Right behind her is Shiloh DeBoard, averaging 11.5 points per game, and rounding out the top 3 is freshman Annabelle Kennedy, averaging 7.4. DeBoard leads the team in rebounds and steals. She's grabbing 7 boards per game and 3.2 snags per game. Avery Johnston leads the team in assists, averaging 2.1 dimes per game. The Lady J offense is averaging 45.5 points per game, and their defense is allowing 37.3. Overall thoughts on the Jays season?
A very good season. Anytime you can finish with a winning record, you'll take it. A couple of those losses, against Couts, against Caston, North Miami, very good basketball programs in Class 1A. Again, just like I said, a very, very good season. But, tonight you got 2 teams that are very good defensively. So you just whichever team's going to have the hot hand tonight, knocking down the shots, will come out victorious, obviously. But again, it's going to be interesting to see I think North Judson going into that game at Elkhart Christian had revenge on the mind from the sectional championship a year ago. And I think Elkhart Christian tonight is going to have that advantage going into tonight's game, wanting to revenge the loss that they had in the regular season this year. So two hungry teams coming at it, the two best teams in this sectional on paper. Why not get it on in round one?
Boy, I don't know. Culver might have something to say about that.
Well,
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But you take a look at head to head. I think Judson beat Culver,
right.
So just one of the. It is what it
right,
is.
Yeah.
But
and it's almost if you're Culver, you're okay with letting these two teams
just beat each other up. Again, if you're Culver, just sit back there and just. And Triton too. And Triton's not going to be an easy contest for Culver on Friday night either. So that's what I love about this time of the year. And on any given night, anybody can be beaten. If you don't have your A game, the other team comes out ready to play, you could go home early. So again, Culver and Triton, both of them are probably just like, let these two teams beat up on each other tonight. And I'm sure they're both going to be here scouting, getting a good scouting report. So, again, this is the great time of the year.
Yes.
And if you get a hot hand and continue to ride the big Mo, look out.
Ooh. Yeah, the Culver Lady Cavaliers took care of business last night in Game 1 of our doubleheader, beating the South Central Lady Satellites. And then Game 2, the Triton Lady Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. That second half was a completely different story than it was in the first half. It was 22-21. The Cats, you're thinking they're right there in the game, but they just did not show up in the second half. And, that's really tough to watch. We know the Lady Cats and their strength that they have on the floor. It was hard to watch the two seniors, Sarah Thompson and Gabby Krause, walk off the floor for the last time.
Yeah, finish their careers. But again, it's hard to win. It's hard to win a basketball game if you can't score the basket. Last night, Oregon Davis, like I said, they couldn't throw it in the ocean. Last night in that second half, only had 3 points, had one field goal and one free throw the entire second half. And I don't care who you are, you're not going to beat anybody if you only score 3 points in 16 minutes.
That stings. Well, we are expecting another great evening of IHSAA girls basketball sectional action. It's round 1 of sectional 51. We certainly appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This is Bob Nice, former Winnemac Warrior, and if you're looking for legal advice, call the Nice Law Firm. We're proud to serve folks in Stark, Pulaski, and Jasper counties. We handle both personal and business law. Whether your family needs legal advice or you're a small business trying to keep up in today's tough business climate, we are here to help. Wherever you are in the Kankakee Valley, when you need legal advice, contact Nice, the Nice Law Firm, at 317-NICE-LAW.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you to my good friend John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports until we continue this tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned. We will hear from Jason Goon of the Eagles and Whitney Combs of the Jays after the break in the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
Welcome into the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles. It's good to see you again, Coach Goon. You come in tonight. This is a rematch of the sectional championship game last year. We remember that game. You guys took care of business and held the trophy. Now you draw the Jays in the first round, and I know you saw them earlier this season. The Jays got a little revenge, so I'm sure that's something you're coming into with tonight.
Absolutely. They're a really good team. They play hard, physical. They're really good at drawing fouls. They got shooters. Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to see from the Eagles tonight out onto the floor?
I just want to see us be poised and be able to handle the emotions of the game. It's a little different than it was last year. We weren't supposed to be in this position. Now we are. And we'll see how we respond to it.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about defense-wise. Last year they weren't able to get the shots that they wanted to go, and maybe that's what changed this year. I wasn't at that game during the regular season. But talk about closing out on their shooters. We know that you guys have the shooters, but talk about defensively what you want to do to pressure the Jays.
We're just going to try to run them off the line. We prefer that they don't shoot threes. We want to try to get them into twos, long contested twos if possible. And the big key is knowing where they are and communicating it, that we know they're in our zone or whatever. So,
well, Coach, as always, I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, this is a rematch of the sectional championship game last year. We know you guys took care of business against the Lady Eagles during the regular season, so I'm sure you expect them to remember that coming into this one.
Yeah, and that's not the rematch we wanted. This is the rematch we want tonight. Elkhart Christian's a great basketball team. They're definitely going to remember that when we got at their home floor. We just have to come in, be composed, take care of business, win the rebound battle, and run them off the line.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like that's probably going to be a key to the game for them as well. They don't want to let your shooters get going either. Talk about some role players along with Kaylin Tunis that need to step up tonight.
We have to be able to handle the ball well, so Avery and Shiloh are going to have to come and play there. We can't let them speed us up and make mistakes. We have to, control the tempo. And then down low with Macy and Annabelle, Macy's tasked to guard one of our shooters. She's long and lengthy, so I'm hoping that helps keep the three-pointers at bay. And then Annabelle's just going to have to win the rebound battle down low.
Yeah, it could be an issue of pace tonight. Maybe you want to set the tone early and keep the pace your style of play first.
One of the keys for the game for us is, keeping them below 40 points. When they get going, they are a very good three-point shooting team, so we can't let them get out and run and just spot up and shoot.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mitch.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina. All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball sectional action, what are your surf internet keys to the game as the North Judson-San Bear Lady Blue Jay, Chris?
Well, the last time we were here seeing North Judson play in this gym, they took on the Oregon Davis, and Caitlin Tunis came out on fire and hit 7 3-pointers. She's going to have another night like that, but it's going to come down to rebounding, controlling the paint, and controlling the tempo for the Lady Jays.
Surf internet keys to the game for the Eagles.
Force turnovers. Get into their half-court traps and full-court press and create turnovers and try to create some easy baskets. Sounds like the game plan for both teams is the same. Not let the shooters spot up, run them off the line, force them into contested 2-pointers. So whichever team can impose their will tonight will win.
That is our surf internet keys to the game. Our LAP Way starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Now's the perfect time to get speed and savings you can count on during Surf Internet's Winter Lifetime Savings Event. Power your home with fast, reliable fiber internet that includes free professional installation, starting at just $30 per month with AutoPay. There are no contracts, no added taxes, and no hidden fees. Plus, during the Surf Winter Lifetime Savings Event, you can lock in your low price for life. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
It's time for the LAP Way starting lineups.
For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. The 2 guard is Kaylin Tunis. Starting small forward is Charlotte Abord. At the 4 is Macy Morrow, and at the 5 is Annabelle Kennedy. For the Eagles of Elkhart Christian Academy in Elkhart, Indiana, starting at point guard is Kyla Yordi. The 2 guard is Lily Maxwell. Starting small forward is Justine Yordi. At the 4 is Ivy Clapsaddle, and at the 5 is Sydney Haviland. That is our LAP Way starting lineups. We will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, this is KVB's WKVI Sports.
LAP Waste is your first choice for trash removal. LAP's Kirby Anderson.
We've went from 2 garbage routes to we're about ready to start the 5th route. We went from 10 roll-off trucks a day running to 16.
LAP's philosophy is this. Here's Honey Lamer.
Recycling is really important to us at LAP Waste. Our goal is to keep as much trash out of the landfills and help make our communities cleaner and make recycling easier for all of our customers in general.
574-542-4019.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank based on on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Awald. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you have made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and one truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 L's. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport. Family driven, community strong, and built to haul it all.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, we welcome you to broadcast number 29 of our 2025-2026 Indiana High School basketball season between the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays and the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles. It's round one of Sectional 51. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in your area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone, computer, or tablet. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned, tap the link on our page, or head to WKVI.com. We are also broadcasting on IHSAATV.org. If you type in North Judson-San versus Elkhart Christian Academy, you can watch the game and listen along with us as we are live. We are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight at the Bobcat Den is Brian Ernest. The scoreboard operator is Bill Frazier. The official scorekeeper is Robin Flutsop. Our officials for this evening are Steve Tyler, Christian Cordier, and Russ Radke. Chris, do you know that name?
Yeah, it's a familiar name. We may know him a little bit.
I had a chance to talk to him a little bit earlier, and he's raring to go for this one.
He's a character.
He is quite the character. We got a chance to see him in action last night, and called a great game. He called a real good game, but
he actually blew his whistle a few times.
I saw it. I keep hearing he doesn't like to blow the whistle, but
only if he has to.
Only if he has to. So it's nice to see Russ Radke, of course, the head coach of the Knox Redskins football team. But he's been a lot of places, and one of them is North Judson.
Yeah, I tell you what, I just that song, I've Been Everywhere, Johnny Cash, I think is fitting. The stories that guy has and what he can tell, I mean, it's just amazing.
Well, with us tonight, you just heard the sultry voice of Chris McGowan, our sports.
Sultry. Hey, now, easy. Tell you what, we got a couple.
It's lonely up here, partner.
We got a couple. Hey, we got a couple score updates over at Morgan Township. The Tri-Township Lady Tigers going into the fourth quarter. I would assume that game's probably over by now, but the score I got going into the fourth quarter, Tri-Township Lady Tigers were beating Bowman Academy 59-13.
Wow.
And then you got a score from Jeff Messer.
Yeah, athletic director at West Central. At the end of the first, West Central is leading Tri-County 8-6. So those are our area teams in action tonight here on WKVI. We're here to see the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays take on the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles. But Chris McGowan's with us as our sports analyst, and like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi. Proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School Girls Basketball Sectional 51 action from the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We go live every Saturday throughout the school year at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM, WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world. We also remind you to join us every morning to join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. He does such an amazing job reaching out to our community, involving the local community. A lot of the times it goes unnoticed, but he does such an amazing job on WKVI, bringing the hard work that our local community does to the forefront. We appreciate what Rich Wallen does. His tireless work does not go unnoticed. We appreciate you, buddy. And then also catch local news as well for our area with Kankakee Valley Broadcasting News reporters Rusty Nixon and Becca Shepard. You can catch their stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Shout out to Becca Shepard, doing an amazing job for our news department on WKVI, and then our other station, KVB's WYMR, Max 98.3 FM with Rusty Nixon, does a great job on the news. And then he's in action tonight at the Lifeplex in Plymouth as Ancilla College is in action for some women and men's basketball doubleheader action. So feel free to flip back and forth between 98.3 and 99.3. It's a quick click. Or you can just go to max983.net and listen live on your phone, computer, or tablet. That link's also available on all of our social media sites. If you just click that link tree has all of our links where you can follow us on all of our sites as well as listen to us live. We're in the palm of your hand, folks. It's very easy to find us. We'll get ready to go through the starting lineups one more time. They did the national anthem at the beginning of Game 1, so we'll go through our starting lineups one more time. If you're just now joining us, our LAP Waste starting lineups for the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays sees Avery Johnson at the point, Kaylin Tunis at the 2, Charlotte DeBoard at the 3, Macy Morrow at the 4, and Annabelle Kennedy at the 5. And you kind of mentioned it, Chris. You said this is the game where Kaylin Tunis has really got to shine. She just scored her 1,000th career point. She's going to have a big, big night. But she
can't force it, though. She's got to let the game come to her. But when she gets the opportunity to put the ball in the basket, she needs to do it.
And I think another name that we most likely will be calling is Charlotte DeBoard, who just recently committed to play at the next level. We want to wish
IU Northwest. Yep.
Congratulations to Charlotte DeBoard. But I think that is a big person for the Jays tonight. Charlotte DeBoard can be a pest defensively. She's going to need to step up tonight as well.
Yeah, she has to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's something that we kind of talked about with Ava McCune last night in the Culver Lady Cavs. She stayed out of foul trouble. She stayed in the game the entire game, literally. So, when you have players like that can be pests defensively, you don't want to tell them not to be aggressive, but you also want to say you got to remember where you're at. If you've got 4 fouls or if you've got 3 fouls, you got to be a little careful because we cannot afford to lose you if you're Shiloh. Another name on the floor for the Jays, I think Avery Johnston is someone that's going to need to step up. We remember her against the Knox Lady Redskins. She started out hot. She finished the game with the most points, where you'd think Kaylin Tunis and Charlotte DeBoard would be the stars of the show. Avery Johnston that night stepped up, so she's going to have a big game as well.
Yeah, and I think, too, don't want to put too much pressure on the freshman's shoulders, but Annabelle Kennedy inside, with her ability to be able to step out and knock down the 3, being able to stretch the floor, could open it up for Shiloh to drive or Avery Johnston to drive. So, again, it's going to be a heck of a matchup here to see how this plays out, the chess match that goes on here between these two teams.
Starting lineups, our LAP Waste starting lineups for Elkhart Christian. At the point is Kyla Yordy. At the 2 is Lily Maxwell. At the small forward is Justine Yordy. At the 4 is Ivy Clapsaddle. And at the 5 is Sydney Haviland. We know Lily Maxwell leading the team at 11.9 points per game. Right behind her, Kyla Yordy, 10.7. And then rounding out the top 3, a freshman, Mia Hibbert, averaging 10.4. We remember this team last year. Chris, I don't think you were with us during that broadcast that night.
No, I was not.
But my gosh, they can get the shots up. And this is a shooter's gym. We've talked about it before.
Right.
So we expect shots to be falling not only from the Jays, but shots falling from Christian Academy. It may be a sense of how do you weather the storm. When you see shots continue to fall, how do you respond?
Right. It's going to come down to, like I said, managing the emotions, who can control the runs. Again, just know that there's going to be punches thrown, counter punches. Whoever can land the big haymaker at one point during the game. But I tell you what, North Judson, Elkhart Christian brought a pretty good crowd, but North Judson's going to have to feed into this crowd because they are taking up well over half the gymnasium. So give these Blue Jay fans something to cheer about and feed off that emotion.
Well, it's definitely louder than it was last night. These two teams come in, like Chris said, some of the best, or the top 2 teams in this sectional. You assume one of these 2 teams would be in the sectional championship round, barring anything crazy. But, man, is this going to be a good one. A great atmosphere. The Eagles in all white with purple trim. The Jays going with a good alternate look, all black with blue and gold trim. So we will see in the middle Annabelle Kennedy for the North Judson-San Pair Lady Blue Jays. And for the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles, we will see number 5. That is Ivy Clapsaddle. Game 2 of tonight. Winner of this game will take on Trinity Greenlawn. Our web printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away, and the Eagles will control it. It's number 11. This is Kyla Yordy. They work it inside to number 2 right away. A quick layup, Lily Maxwell. 2-0. The Eagles lead early here. Tunis near side to Annabelle Kennedy in the near corner. Trap comes back up to Johnston. Tunis has it now. Skip pass near side to Avery Johnston. Here's Avery going in, back out, and it's tipped out of bounds by Ivy Clapsaddle. It stays here.
Yeah, and there you saw the aggressiveness out of Elkhart Christian. The Lady Eagles with that trapping defense.
Johnston to take it out, looking for someone. Kicks it up top to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis crosses over at the top of the key, near corner to Macy Morrow. Morrow back up top to Shiloh DeBoard. DeBoard over to Johnston. Johnston near side to Morrow.
The Eagles in the 2-3 zone here, but they're trapping out of it. They're really aggressive.
DeBoard attacks. Back out to Johnston. She gets into the paint. Loose ball. Lost it. Stolen by Sydney Haviland. And here come the Eagles.
Now here comes Fist. High pick and roll.
To the far corner. Big 3 on the way. Splash. And that's a donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. Big time 3 from Kyla Yordy. Now inside, it's Kaylin Tunis making a play. Couldn't get it, but a foul's called.
And that foul's on Sydney Haviland, her first. And that 3 was by Justine Yordy, number 12.
Justine, thank you. Thank you. Had a Yordy.
Yeah, you had Yordy right.
So at the line is Kaylin Tunis to shoot 2 here. Quick 5 points from the Eagles at the 6:47 mark. We now see Tunis at the line. First of 2 is good. It's a good sign early.
Yeah, nice aggressive take there by Kaylin Tunis. Get to the line, get herself going here. 2 free throws. Sometimes that's all a shooter needs. See the ball go in the basket once, and they're off.
She hits the second, and now the Eagles will bring it across half court. This is number 11, Kyla Yordi. She gets it to number 23, Sydney Haviland. Back to Yordi. Yordi attacks the paint, gets around DeBoard, and DeBoard blocks it out of her hands. It goes out of bounds, stays here.
And good hands there by the Jays. Knocked that out of bounds. Good take there by Yordi.
She kicks it up top to Clapsaddle, then up top to Sydney Haviland at the top of the key. Back to Yordi. Tried the backdoor baseline, puts up a shot by Ivy Clapsaddle, no good. Defense was there from the Jays, and Charlotte DeBoard is pushing it forward. Near side to Kaylin Tunis. Loose ball, she saves it, drives baseline, steps through. Good D from the Eagles. That was Sydney Haviland, kept her hands high, and the Eagles have it. 5-2, they lead by 3 here, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yordi, hands off, here's Maxwell, attacks, dump off, loose ball on the floor. Jays and Eagles fighting for it. The Eagles come up with it up top to Clapsaddle. Swings it over, far corner. Here comes Maxwell, and a foul on the floor.
Yeah, that foul's going to go on Kaylin Tunis, her first. Team's first. Those are the kind of loose balls, though, the 50-50 balls. If you're North Judson, you have to come up with those if you're going to be successful here tonight. Grace Craig going to check in for the Lady Jays, replacing Annabelle Kennedy.
The Eagles kick it up top. Here she comes, number 5, Ivy Clapsaddle gets it off the glass, 7-2, and the Jays push it forward. It's Tunis across the half-court line. Double comes, she gets rid of it, and it will be stolen. Here comes Kyla Yordi. She attacks, and a foul will be called on Avery Johnson in the act of shooting.
Yeah, it'll be Avery's first, team second. And right now, the Lady Eagles are just a lot more aggressive than the Lady Jays at the start of this game.
First of 2 is no good, as L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. She misses both at the line, probably a rare occurrence, as Yordi's one of those scorers on this team, so it stays 7-2. Johnson drives baseline, back out, far corner 3, Kaylin Tunis, 3-ball! And another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. Good sign early, Chris.
Yeah, big shot there by Kaylin Tunis from deep in the corner.
Eagles have it, handing off to Ivy Clapsaddle to the far corner, Justine Yordi. Justine to Kyla Yordi, then to the far corner. Clapsaddle 3, no good, overshot it. Loose ball tracked down by the Eagles. Now she's trapped in the corner. That's Lily Maxwell. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here.
Yeah, North Judson had a good trap there on that rebound, kind of let her out of it a little bit. Checking in for the Lady Eagles, Maya Hibbard, number 21, and number 4, Maya Hanlon.
And Sydney Haviland will check out as well as number 12, Justine Yordi. 7-5, the Eagles lead. They have it. It's Lily Maxwell. Man-to-man from the Jays, as we've seen for the majority of this season. Driving baseline, back out up top. Here she comes. This is Mia Hibbard attacking. No good. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles.
Tell you what, I like the aggressiveness there by the freshman, Mia Hibbard. And a 2-2-1 full court press here by the Lady Eagles.
Johnson will beat it. She gets it to Grace Craig. Then to Macy Morrow. Loose ball. I thought she lost it, but no, it was last touched by the Eagles. They poked their hand in there.
Yeah, deflected out of bounds. I thought Macy there was going to get to the rim for a layup. Defense did a good job of collapsing and cutting off the lane.
Johnston takes it out, kicks it up top to Kaylin Tunis. Tunis spinning around, pops it from the free throw line. It's blocked by Mia Hanyon.
And now, travel.
A travel by the Eagles.
Yeah, she traveled there. She tried to throw the pass and took about 3 or 4 steps before she got fouled. So that's the right call there.
DeBoard to take it out, kicks it up top to Johnston at the volleyball line, near corner to Tunis. Here comes the double. She moves up top to get out of it. Then to Charlotte DeBoard, swings it over to Johnston. Johnston into the left elbow. Macy Morrow up top to DeBoard, near side to Tunis. She attacks baseline, Nice dump off to Grace Craig. Puts up the shot. Couldn't get it. Gets her own rebound, though. Loose ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's last touch by the Jays.
I would like to have seen Grace Craig take a power dribble right there and power that up.
I think she was shocked it got to her.
Yeah, how wide open she was.
Here come the Eagles. It's Yordi, Kyla. Back up top to Hibbard, the freshman. Hands off to Clapsaddle, then up top to Kyla Yordi. Yordi takes the pick from Maxwell, goes baseline, picks up her dribble, dump off inside to Maxwell, back out to the corner, Hibbard. Then over this way, it's number 5, Ivy Clapsaddle. She attacks the paint, gets the and one. Nice move.
Yeah, Ivy Clapsaddle there. Her second field goal of the night. That foul's going to go on to board. Her first, team's third. Claps out of the line to complete the three-point play.
First, the and one opportunity's no good, but the Jays didn't block them out. The Eagles were able to come up with it. That was Kyla Yordi, and they swing it back up top to reset. Here come the Eagles. She's going to lose it. Mia Hanyon, it's stolen by the Jays. Morrow, she gets it to DeBoard. They cross the timeline. Here comes DeBoard off the glass, left-handed. It's no good. Rebounded by Clapsaddle, and here come the Eagles pushing the tempo to the far corner. It's Mia Hanyon. Tipped 3, a block 3, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays.
Getting a little frantic here.
I'm getting flustered too. I can't keep up with them. They'll kick it up top to Clapsaddle. Ivy has it. The senior inside to Hibbard, the freshman. Turn around. Nice move on Grace Craig. She couldn't get it left-handed, and it's rebounded by Kaylin Tunis, and Tunis will bring it forward across the timeline. Tunis attacks the paint coast to coast. Blocked by Hibbard, and it goes out of bounds.
Good take there by Tunis. Good defense by Hibbard.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Tunis kicks it near corner to DeBoard. Swings it up top to Johnston. Then around the world to Macy Morrow. Morrow picks up her dribble to left elbow. Try to get it to Grace Craig. Loose ball. They're on the floor.
Jump ball.
Her and Clapsaddle stays here off the jump ball. We'll see Kaya Burkett check in for Macy Morrow of the Jays. The Eagles are staying. Nope, they will check out Clapsaddle
Yeah, should be
here.
North Judson basketball on the jump ball.
Bring back in Justine Yordi. So out of bounds play, Avery Johnston to take it out underneath her own basket. 9-5, the Jays trail by 4, 2:38 to go in the first. Round 1, sectional 51 here at Oregon Davis. They kick it to the far corner, and a push foul on Lily Maxwell.
Be her first, team second.
We remember Lily last year. She had a heck of a game here in the den against the Jays.
Yeah, she's feisty. Only a sophomore.
They kick it in to DeBoard. Up top to Craig. To the far corner, Johnston. Attacks. Block shot by the Eagles. They're now pushing it forward all the way up to Maxwell. Left-handed layup goes. 11-5, 6-point lead. 2:20 to go in the first. Jays pushing the tempo. It's DeBoard crossing the timeline. DeBoard picks up her dribble. Overthrew it. And a foul on the inside. A push by Justine Yordi. She couldn't believe she got caught. She kind of looked at the official and said, "Ah, yeah.
You caught me." Yeah, she nodded her head.
And you saw the official. He just nodded his head like, "Yeah, you know you did."
Yeah, North Judson needs a basket here. Good
Kaya
back door.
Burkett, nice move to Shiloh DeBoard, and
Nice
they're
back
answering.
door.
Here come the Eagles crossing the timeline. It's Kyla Yordi. She gets it to Mia Hibbard. Attacks the paint on Grace Craig. Good D from her. Kept her hands high. Loose ball back to Mia Hanyon for 3 is no good. Rebounded on the inside by Kyla Yordi. Yordi trapped back out up top to Maxwell. What a move. Splits the D. Right-handed layup. Oh, man, she's good.
Right now, second chance points for the Lady Eagles. Huge difference in this ball game.
Skip past to Tunis, almost lost it. Shiloh DeBoard saves it though, puts it up off the glass, no good. Right to Kaya Burkett, back out up top to Johnson, swings it over to Tunis. Block 3, right to Avery Johnston. She attacks, puts up the shot, no good. Loose ball again, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays. It's raucous here in the den.
That's an understatement.
And I think Coach Goon was pleading his case for a foul on the inside. But we will play on here.
It was good no call.
Kyla Yordy, top of the key. Poked in there, Charlotte aboard. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by her.
If you're the Lady Jays, you're 13-7. Nothing to worry about just yet. I mean, in the first game, they fell behind 13-2 and was able to make that comeback. So
Lily Maxwell, the sophomore, has it. She takes it. The Jays will switch here. Now they'll trap her in the corner. She gets rid of it to Kyla Yordy. Then up top to Justine Yordy. Back to Kyla. Kyla crosses over, picks up her dribble. Back to Lily. Here comes Maxwell spinning around, getting into the paint. Picks up her dribble. The trap's there. She tried to dump off to Justine Yordy, and the ball will go out of bounds. A turnover.
Yeah, right idea there. Just Yordy didn't read the backdoor cut, but Maxwell read it right. Because that was a wide open layup if she makes the right cut there, makes the right read.
Jays get it in. Charlotte aboard, spins around on Maxwell, pushes it forward to Kaylin Tunis, pops it from the short corner, far corner, too hard, and rebounded by Justine Yordy. Yordy crosses the timeline, and we have a whistle on Kaylin Tunis.
That's her second. That's a big one.
It looks like they'll bring in Macy Morrow for her.
Yeah, so Morrow comes in for Kaylin Tunis.
And Sydney Haviland will check out, and Ivy Clapsaddle will check back in for the Eagles. 13-7, they lead, 30.7 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. They kick it into Kyla Yordy. Yordy brings it back out up top, Charlotte aboard on her. Under 30 to go. Here we go to the far corner, picks up her dribble. Gets it to Mia Hibbard. Mia, the freshman. 5'9", very tall, the tallest player out on the court right now. She hands off to Lily Maxwell, the shortest player on the court right now. Maxwell back up top to Clapsaddle. Holding it for one shot. We'll see who they give it to. Kyla Yordy crosses over, gets in, then back out. Three, Mia Hibbard, the freshman. And she gets it to go at the end of the first. Another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. It's 16-7. The Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles lead the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays. We're going to take a break, come back. Second quarter action on the way.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Back here in the beautiful Bobcat Den of Hamlet, Indiana, Mitch Columbia, along with Chris McGowan. We go to the second quarter, 16-7. The Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles lead the North Judson-San Blue Jays. The Eagles will start with it here in a second.
Big defensive stop here for the Jays to start this second quarter.
What a way for the freshman to end the first for the Eagles, Chris.
Yeah.
Attacking, it's Yordy, picks up her dribble, then back out to Sydney Haviland, the senior. Gets it to Yordy. Yordy attacks, tried to dump off back to Haviland, and the Jays will steal it in the passing lane here. Here comes Charlotte aboard. DeBoard, far side of the floor here. Need some points here if you're the Jays. They skip past near side to Avery Johnston. Pops the three. Glass.
Banks open. They needed that.
Another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. Crossing half court, it's Kyla Yordy. Near side to Haviland. Dribbled once, picked it up, then gets it to the freshman Mia Hibbard. Hands off. This is Ivy Clapsaddle. She attacks, right-handed layup off the glass. Grace Craig was on her. The D was there, Chris.
Yeah, just a good strong take there by Clapsaddle. And again, this 2-2-1 full court press.
We'll get it in to the left elbow. Then up top, then over to Johnston, near side to Grace Craig. She'll bring it back out up top to Charlotte DeBoard. They're without Kaylin Tunis right now. She has 2 fouls. DeBoard over to Macy Morrow.
Nice pass.
Inside to Johnston, back out to DeBoard. Pops the 3, no good, too hard, loose ball. Great rebound by
Burkett.
Kaya Burkett, then to Avery Johnston, top of the key for 3, no good, and rebounded by Hibbard. Eagles have it, leading 18-10. Yordi picks up her dribble. Holding it. She then gets it to Justine Yordi. Yordi takes it to the right elbow, then to the far corner. Still dribbling, picks it up now. Then it's a Clapsaddle 3 in the far corner. No good. Rebounded by Hibbard. Her putback's no good, but Kaya Burkett will foul her in the act of shooting.
Yeah, right now just Elkhart Christian having their way on the glass. Weak side rebound there. Burkett just got caught. Didn't know the shot was taken, and Hibbard doing a good job of crashing the board, the freshman.
First of 2's no good, as loyalty, pride, dedication are all attributes of an Ox Redskin football player. And like the Redskins, Keener Construction takes pride in their homes and community. Call Chad King today for your custom home build at 574-806-1387. Second free throw from Hibbard's no good, but the rebound on the inside by Sydney Haviland. She gets the putback to go, and they get those 2 points back, Chris.
Yeah, wow. Again, just
and then a reach in.
A good aggressive rebound there by Haviland, and just, North Judson did a good job of boxing out, but again, she just stood straight up, and at some point, if you're North Judson on the box out, you have to release to get the rebound.
There's a reach in foul as the Jays were bringing it across half court. They will call it
on Hibbard, her first.
Johnston gets it into Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard over to Johnston, pops the 3. Overshot it, loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays.
Yeah, right now, the speed of the game right now causing the Lady Jays some fits.
Yordi will cross half court here. Up top, Haviland attacks the paint, puts up the shot. No good. Loose ball on the floor. Charlotte DeBoard had it between her legs. Macy Morrow got involved on the floor. They're going to call a jump ball. It will be North Judson basketball.
Yeah, Elkhart Christian got the ball to start the second quarter. So, again, if you're North Judson right now, you need to figure out a way to get a basket here. Elkhart Christian switched up now. They're going to a 1-2-2 full court press.
To Avery Johnston, crossing the timeline, hands off to Annabelle Kennedy. Oh,
Travel.
No.
It's amazing to me how the jump stop is a lost art in basketball. I thank Dave McCullough. I thank Dave McCullough every day because we did jump stops every single day in practice.
Yordi, DeBoard on her, being a pest right now. Justine gets rid of it over to Clapsaddle. Almost lost it. She stays with it, though. Yordi back up top to Kyla. Leading by 10 are the Eagles with 4:50 to go in the first half. Yordi, she's trapped in a reach-in foul on Avery Johnston.
And that's going to be her second. So Kaylin Tunis going to check back in, replacing Burkett. And so North Judson going to roll the dice here, down 10 with both Tunis and Johnston on the floor with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I was about to say at what point, I was going to ask you, at what point do you say we can't risk it anymore? Or we need to risk it is what I mean.
Yeah, this is the point.
Top of the key, it's Mia Hanyon. She'll pop the 3, and it'll go out of bounds. The Eagles tried to save it. It'll be Judson basketball. We'll also see number 4 for the Jays. Ella Chambers check in for Avery Johnston. DeBoard has it. She will cross half court.
Nope.
Oh, no. She tried to get it to Tunis, and in the passing lane was Kyla Yordi all alone. Right-handed layup. And timeout head coach Whitney Combs. She's seen enough. It'll be a full timeout. 22-10. The Eagles looking good here in the first half at the 4:23 mark. The Nice Law Firm is partnering with the Cheryl Lynn Welter Foundation to donate money to help underprivileged kids in our area after each three-point basket made during our broadcast. If you are in need of legal advice, contact former Winamac Warrior Bob Nice with the Nice Law Firm. They are proud to serve folks in Stark, Pulaski, and Jasper counties. They can handle both personal and business law. So when you need legal advice, contact Nice, the Nice Law Firm at 317-NICE-LAW. That's 317-642-3529. You're down by 12 right now. You've got some J's and foul problems. If you're head coach Combs and company, what are you saying?
Right now, settle down. I think against that zone press, whether it be 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2, it doesn't matter. They're trying to dribble through it, and you cannot dribble through a zone press. Since the beginning of the invention of the game of basketball, you cannot dribble through a zone press. You got to beat it by passing the basketball. Not only that, the ball can get down the floor faster through the air than it can being bounced on the floor. So if you want to get some easy layups against the press, you got to hit your spots and you got to move the ball. You got to traverse the ball down the floor through the air.
So out of the timeout, we'll see if the Jays are able to do it. They work it past the half-court line tomorrow. Then to Tunis, pops it inside the three-point line. No good. Loose ball right to Lily Maxwell, leading the charge all alone. Right-handed layup, and she'll get it to go. 24-10.
Judson needs to get a basket here. This is going to turn into a rout.
The board, top of the key, at the volleyball line. Near side to Ella Chambers. Kick ball by Kyla Yordi.
I'd like to see North Judson utilize the short corner against this 2-3 zone.
They get it into Annabelle Kennedy. Then to Charlotte aboard. To Ella Chambers. Back to the board. Inside the paint. Puts up the left-handed layup, and they get one to go. Yordi hands off to Lily Maxwell. Maxwell attacks. DeBoard will pick the pocket. Loose ball on the floor right to Annabelle Kennedy, who then hands off to Macy Morrow. Back to DeBoard. Scrappy play from Shiloh as she crosses the half-court line. Kicks it to the far corner. Almost lost it, but stays with it. It's Kaylin Tunis and a push foul on Ivy Clapsaddle. And that's her second.
Yeah.
Oh, the scores table's saying first. I remember her picking up one earlier, I thought. Oh, no, and the Jays kick it up top to Ella Chambers, and it slipped through her hands and goes out of bounds.
Just a lack of focus right there. Plain and simple.
24-12. The Eagles are leading here, coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first half. Backdoor to Maxwell. Baseline back up top. This is Clapsaddle. She attacks the paint, puts up the shot right-handed. No good. She'll get her own rebound, and then a whistle on the inside here.
Again, North Judson, you get them to take a tough shot, but then you just turn and you watch. You don't box anybody out. So it's going to be a rebound there to Clapsaddle, and that foul is going to be called on Shiloh DeBoard, her second. So now the three main offensive figures for the Jays are all strapped with 2 fouls.
The Eagles kick it up top to Clapsaddle. Almost lost it, stays with it. Back to Kyla Yordi. Yordi picked up her dribble, backdoor to Clapsaddle. She attacks the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Annabelle Kennedy. Kennedy to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard to cross the timeline here. Oh no, she almost lost it. Hits the deck, whistle called.
The foul's going to go on Kyla Yordi.
We thought after seeing that three from Kaylin Tunis, things were going to
look up for the Jays, but I tell you what, this Elkhart Christian team is relentless.
Oh no, they're going to throw it away. Maxwell will have it, takes it all the way, coast to coast, right-handed layup. The Eagles are just really in charge right now, and there will be a reach in on Maxwell here. She shook her head in agreement. She just was being a little too aggressive on that one.
Right, can't falter there. That'll be her second.
She'll check out, and Justine Yordy will check in. Both Yordys, Clapsaddle, Hibbard, and Hanyon on the floor for the Eagles. Johnston attacks, back out near corner to Kennedy. She spins, gets into the paint, puts up a shot right-handed, no good, and rebounded by Kyla Yordy, who pushes it forward to Clapsaddle all alone, and right-handed layup. Shiloh attacks, takes the bump, and she gets the and one. Foul will be on Justine Yordy, sending Shiloh to the line. Halftime between West Central and Tri-County sees the Lady Trojans leading 16-14. She'll get the and one. And now here are the Eagles on their end of the floor. It's Yordy attacking baseline, slipped the shot off the glass and gets it to go. 30-15. The Eagles have doubled the amount of scoring the Jays have put out here in the first half. The board attacks, dump off to Annabelle Kennedy, and a foul will be called in the act of shooting on Mia Hibbard.
Well, you heard Coach Combs talk about wanting to keep Elkhart Christian under 40 points. Doesn't look like that's going to happen here tonight. So North Judson's going to have to open up the offensive firepower.
The defensive, really the defense from the Eagles has showed up tonight.
Right. Free throw, first one up by Kennedy is good.
Second on the way. No good. Rebounded by Hibbard. They needed those. Needed both of them. Near side, driving baseline. This is Mia Hanyon. Back out up top. Clapsaddle attacks the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Great D. And then Johnston will bounce on the baseline.
Yeah, just dribbled it out of bounds.
Yordy to take it out. Gets rid of it to Clapsaddle in the far corner. She drives baseline, puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Macy Morrow. And then a reach-in foul here on one of the Eagles. They're going to call it on Mia Hanyon.
I think they just said Myra. Trying to look here. Looks like it's spelled Mia in the program, but maybe it is Myra. I don't know. Could be a typo in the program.
Yeah, you might be right. Mila. I've been saying Mia. My apologies.
I'm going to go with Mia because that's the way it's spelled in the program.
Oh, it is Mia?
That's what I'm going to go with. Macy misses the first.
Seconds on the way, and it is good. Just call her Hanyon.
Yeah, let's call her Hanyon. So we apologize for any Elkhart Christian fans listening or watching at home.
30-17, attacking near corner to Justine Yordy. Pops the three, no good. Off the back of the rim and rebounded by Avery Johnston. Under a minute to go here. Johnston to Annabelle Kennedy. She's going to lose it. Stolen by Clapsaddle. My gosh, they're everywhere. Up to Yordy. Stops, turns around, back to Justine, and there's a fight for the ball. A jump ball will be called, and it stays here, Elkhart Christian basketball.
Again, just playing faster than what you need to be playing there if you're the Jays.
Out of bounds, up to Clapsaddle. Step back at the free throw line from 15's no good. Last touched by the Eagles fighting for the rebound.
A lot of emotion in this game right here by both teams. Not liking anything that the officials are calling both ways.
The Eagles are going to pick up full court here.
Oh, yeah, they're relentless. Back to a 2-2-1 here.
DeBoard brings it forward. Up to Johnson, who crosses the half-court line. To Tunis, back out to Morrow. Then to Tunis, near corner. Tunis brings it up. Yordi all over. Back to Johnston. Johnson attacks. Dump off to Morrow. And she will be called for the travel in the short corner, near side. Last 15 seconds of the first half, 30-17, the Eagles lead, and they have it here. They ended the first on a big-time three. Near corner, this is number 20, Sagan Schlaba. Back to Yordi, pops the three, same spot as the end of the first quarter. Another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. The Jays let the shot get off, and it splashed. 33-17's the score at the end of the first half. We'll take a break and come back for the Frayne Mortuary halftime show. We'll break this first half down with our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years' experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
To 17's the score here in the Frayne Mortuary halftime show. The Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles lead the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. I am accompanied by our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. Well, the Eagles came out and they punched the Jays in the mouth, Chris.
Yes, they did. That's for sure. That full court press and just the intensity, just the speed at which they're playing the game right now is a complete level above where the Lady Jays are. And you can tell that in how how many turnovers North Judson has had, traveling with the basketball and that kind of stuff, and just the passing, not where it needs to be successful at this level.
Going up against that zone has been an issue. The Eagles have been full court pressing. You mentioned the 2-2-1. I just feel like the Jays aren't sure what to do with it right now.
Well, like I said, right now they're dribble happy and they're playing faster than what they need to play. But again, get lined up against the zone, hit your spots, and you'll get layups as long as you hit the spots. But you cannot dribble through the zone, because what's happening right now, that zone is speeding up the dribble, and they're out of control, and they're making wild passes that right now has led to about 8 or 10 easy fast break points for the Elkhart Christian Eagles.
Well, if you're the Jays right now, you're probably saying in the halftime break, we slow things down. Let's get back to our tempo, our pace. Don't let them dictate how we want to play.
You're not gonna make up 16 points in one shot, but you will make up 16 points in about 4 or 5 possessions if you dig down, play defense, and you execute on the offensive end. So again, you got 16 minutes to make up 16 points. It's a point a minute. It can be done.
And we know this team can get shots up and they can get them to fall. Now, if you're the Eagles and you're in the halftime break, they aren't acting as if they're in this lead. You kind of mentioned it, the emotions. They're playing as if they're playing from behind.
They have a chip on their shoulder. That's how they're playing, and I think they want to send a message. Like I said, send a message that game earlier in the regular season was just an aberration, really.
Yeah.
So, again, I like the intensity, and I tell you what, this Elkhart Christian team, they play 8 or 9 girls. And it doesn't matter. The 5 that are on the floor, they do not miss a beat. It doesn't make it be number 9 on the bench, the 4th girl off the bench, and she's going to come in and she's going to know her role, and they do not skip a beat at all.
And then ending the first quarter and the second quarter with big-time threes. That's confidence boost heading into each next quarter.
Right, because if that shot doesn't go in, now you're looking at a 13-point lead instead of a 16-point lead. But again, 2 big threes. So I actually had the 3 at the end of the first quarter written down as my play of the game going into the post-game show. And now I have to scratch that one off. And the 3-pointer at the end of the second quarter right now is the leading candidate. So unless something drastic happens in this second half, wow. Yeah, 2 big threes at the end, 6 points. Just think about that. I mean, that's 6 points. 6 points. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah, and they were open.
Right.
They were open looks too, Chris. It's not like they were just chucking them up there, being lucky. They were good looks, and Mia Hibbard, the freshman, knocked the one down in the first quarter, and in the second quarter to end that first half. That just weighs on, if you're the Jays, that weighs on you a little bit.
It does. And I tell you, I have Elkhart Christian at +4 on the boards. But to me, the big thing, that +4 on the offensive end, the second chance points for the Elkhart Christian Lady Eagles tonight, that's where the difference is. The offensive rebounding by Elkhart Christian is giving North Judson fits.
Well, what stats do you have to share with us?
I tell you what, North Judson ought to be lucky that Elkhart Christian's 0 for 5 from the free throw line, and this game could be a lot uglier than what it is score-wise. Let's start with the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Jays. Annabelle Kennedy has a free throw for 1 point. Shiloh DeBoard, the leading scorer, with 7. Kaylin Tunis has 5. Macy Morrow has 1. Avery Johnston has 3. For the Lady Eagles of Elkhart Christian, Lily Maxwell leading all scorers with 10. I don't know how many easy layups she had just with the runouts and the steals for the Lady Eagles. Let's see here. Ivy Clapsaddle has 8. Kyla Yorty has 7. Justine Yorty has 3. Maya Hibbard has 3. And Sydney Haviland has 2. So you look, they've had 3 different girls hit a 3-pointer, and 2 of those at the end. One at the end of the first quarter, one at the end of the second quarter. But again, North Judson just needs to settle down on the offensive end. You're going to get good looks against that zone. I like having DeBoard flash to the nail in the middle of that zone and then letting her create. Where she got 2 of her field goals, being able to drive once she caught the ball in the middle of that zone. But again, if you're North Judson, too many easy fast break points for the Lady Eagles in that first half for North Judson to overcome.
Well, we'll see what happens here in the second half, as this is the Frayne Mortuary Halftime Show. We sure do appreciate you joining us here on WKVI 99.3 FM, as well as online at WKVI.com and IHSAATV.org. We're going to take a break, come back. The Frayne Mortuary Halftime Show continues after this.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and one truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 elves. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport, family-driven, community-strong, and built to haul it all. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina. If you want to look cool like the KVB crew, we appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. 33-17, the Eagles lead the Jays. Second half action on the way.
Get all of your automobile needs done at Sideline Automotive. They're thankful the community has trusted them and voted them the #1 tire store, #2 place to get your oil changed, and one of the top 3 places to go for auto repair. For off-road performance and complete auto repair, call Joey at 574-249-5537.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki Jet Skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina. Back here at the beautiful Bobcat Den, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Chris McGowan, and we go to the third quarter. 30-28 is the score at the end of the third as the West Central Lady Trojans are leading Tri-County. Chris, you'd mentioned yesterday that whoever wins that game would most likely or could potentially be the sectional champions. As here's a 3 from Macy Morrow to start the third for the Jays is no good, but tracked down by the freshman Annabelle Kennedy. We're back in action right away. Near side to Morrow. Dump off inside to Charlotte aboard. Loose ball on the inside and a reach-in foul by the Eagles.
Yeah, and that foul is going to go on Justine Yorty. Her second, team first of the second half. Actually, her third.
Johnston to take it out underneath her own basket. She needs to get rid of it. She does up top to Tunis.
Thought about shooting the 3 there.
Gets it to the board instead. Then back to Morrow. Inside to the board. Left-handed layup. No good. Loose ball saved by Morrow. Back to Johnston. Johnston attacks the paint. Stripped. Loose ball, though. Picked up by Morrow. Then to Annabelle Kennedy. Euro. Right-handed layup's no good. And rebounded by Lily Maxwell.
And North Judson, ample opportunities on that possession. Come up empty. A little disheartening.
Crossing the timeline, it's Kyla Yorty attacking and a foul on the floor.
Hand check. And that's going to go on the board. That'll be her third.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Yorty to take it out. Kicks it. Near corner. Stripped away from Johnston on Clapsaddle. And here comes Charlotte aboard. Clapsaddle steals it back. Throws it in the air. Saved by Yorty. Wow. Here come the Eagles. They're playing good. Far corner. Lily Maxwell. 3 ball. No good. And it goes out of bounds. It will stay here.
Again, just need one more step on that box out right there, and you got the rebound. The physicality of this Eagles team is causing North Judson fits.
Clapsaddle has an entry pass into Kyla Yorty. Nice move, blocked by Macy Morrow. Morrow's starting the third strong here.
Yeah, I didn't mind the three-point shot because somebody else is going to have to knock down shots here to allow the other players to get open.
The Eagles get it into Clapsaddle up top with near side, with Johnson on her. She gets past Johnson, misses the right-handed layup. Rebounded by Kennedy, back to Johnston. Brings it forward to Tunis, far corner. Up top to Johnson. Johnston, back to Tunis. Back to Johnson. She drives baseline, puts up the shot. Can't get it. Loose ball right to Macy Morrow. Up top to DeBoard. DeBoard takes the pick from Morrow, gets into the paint, puts up a left-handed shot, and she gets it to go. 33-19, our first points of the third quarter.
Yeah, if you're the Lady Jays, you got to keep chipping away at it. Like you said, you're not going to get all 16 points in one possession. But you got to get a stop and a score,
Yordi attacks, draws the foul in the act of shooting, and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
And that foul's on Avery Johnston, her third.
So this will put Kylie Yordi at the line to shoot two. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. First of two is good, making it 34-19. Second is good as well. The board for the Jays will cross the timeline. She gets it near side to Macy Morrow. Morrow skip pass to the far side. Avery Johnson spins on Clapsaddle. Back up top to Morrow. Swings it back to DeBoard. DeBoard attacks, then back out to Johnson. Johnson pops it from the short corner. No good from 17. Rebounded by Clapsaddle, and she gets it to Kyla Yordi. Yordi pushing the tempo, crossing the timeline. Here she comes. Little Hezzy goes into the paint. Draws the foul in the act of shooting, and she will shoot two.
That's going to be big on if it's on Johnston or if it's on Tunis. Her third.
Yordi goes back to the line. Loyalty, pride, dedication are all attributes of an Ox Redskin football player, and like the Redskins, Keener Construction takes pride in their homes and community. Call Chad Keene today for your custom home build at 574-806-1387. Mia Hibbard will check in for Justine Yordi.
We have a final from Morgan Township. The Tri-Township Lady Tigers end up winning that game 67-20 against Bowman Academy.
Congratulations to the Tigers. As back in our game, the second free throw is missed. The Jays will come up with the rebound, and now there'll be a foul on the floor. Annabelle Kennedy had it. We'll see who they call it on. Hibbard.
That's her third. And in the second quarter in game two, Washington Township, the Lady Senators, are up 33-4 against Hammond Science and Tech.
Jays have it on their side of the floor. They get it to Annabelle Kennedy. Up top to Macy Morrow. Morrow near side to Kaya Burkett, who checked in a moment ago. Burkett back to Tunis. Inside at the left elbow. Shot on the board. Back near corner to Burkett. Back up top to Tunis. Tunis crosses over. Takes the pick from DeBoard. Then to Burkett. Oh, no. She tried to get it to shot on the board, and it's tipped. Here comes
Nice
Kyla Yordi.
pass.
Dump off to Lily Maxwell. And the Eagles put two more on the board. 37-19, excuse me.
Love the unselfishness there.
Driving baseline, it's the board. Gets rid of it to the far corner. Kaya Burkett back up top. Kaylin Tunis pops the three. Can't get it. It goes over the top of the backboard. It'd be nice to get her going for the Jays' sake.
Avery Johnston checks back in for the Lady Jays, and Grace Craig checks in for the Jays.
We'll also see Hanyon check back in, the freshman for the Eagles. Hands off to Hibbard. From Yordi, back to Kyla. Yordi attacks, back out to Hibbert, far corner, drives inside, then back to Yordi, short corner. She makes a move and gets into the paint, off the glass. 39-19, 20-point lead with 3:55 to go here in the third. Near side to Tunis, inside to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard stripped away by Lily Maxwell. Here comes Lily. Left-handed layup's no good. Rebounded by Avery Johnston. Johnston across the timeline. Takes it to the far side. Spins in. No good. Rebounded by Grace Craig. Her putback's no good and rebounded by Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle pushing the tempo. Here she comes. Right-handed. Blocked by Macy Morrow and it goes out of bounds. They're saying last touched by the Eagles. We'll also see Sheridan Maxwell, a senior, check in for Ivy Clapsaddle. Jay's problems continue here in the third. Johnston over to Tunis. Tunis attacks. Tried the dump off to Craig, threw it away. Here comes Maxwell, taking it coast to coast, and a foul from behind on Avery Johnston.
And that will be her fourth. And that was a frustration foul there by Avery Johnston.
First of two from Maxwell. No good. The Nice Law Firm is partnering with the Cheryl Lynn Welter Foundation to donate money to help underprivileged kids in our area after each three-point basket made during our broadcast. If you are in need of legal advice, contact former Winamac Warrior Bob Nice with a Nice Law Firm at 317-NICE-LAW. That's 317-642-3529. She hits the second, 40-19. The Jays have it now. It's Tunis. And a foul. She got it over to Ella Chambers and then a reach in here.
Fouls on Maxwell, Sheridan Maxwell, her first.
Jays will get it into Ella. Ella comes inside, dump off to Grace Craig, and she'll lose it through her hands.
Yeah, tried dribbling that pass instead of catching it first. Had a layup if she just catches it and then drops baseline, but again, tried dribbling the pass.
The Eagles will bring it across half court. To Mia Hibbard. Hibbard over to Hanyon. Then to Sheridan Maxwell. Back to Hanyon. Behind her back, picks up her dribble, near side to Hibbard, top of the key, step back three ball. Too hard, no good, tracked down by Grace Craig for the Jays, then to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard crosses half court here to Grace Craig. Craig, back to Tunis. Tunis tried Macy Morrow in the far corner and poking it out of bounds was the senior Sheridan Maxwell.
Right now, North Judson struggling. Only got one field goal here this second half.
They kick it up top to Ella Chambers. Chambers picks up her dribble. Kick ball by Kyla Yordi. They just are a half second ahead.
And you see now why they only give up 29 points a game on the average.
DeBoard gets it into Craig, back to DeBoard. Here comes DeBoard to Tunis, top of the key. Inside of the free throw line, Charlotte DeBoard gets inside, puts up the shot, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line.
I think that's there all night long. Whether you put DeBoard there or Tunis there or Avery Johnston there. Against that zone, let them create. DeBoard are going to line to shoot two here. She's 1 for 1, make that 2 for 2 on the night.
Gets it back to a 20-point ball game, 40-20. With 2:02 to go here in the third. She'll hit the second. And now they're calling a full court press here. The Jays cause problems, but Maxwell has it. The Eagles will beat it. Now they're trapped in the far corner and tipping it out of bounds with Charlotte DeBoard.
Yeah, went with a little like 1-3-1 there, full court press, the Jays. Side out of bounds here for the Lady Eagles.
They work it into Hibbard. Back out up top. Hanyon for three. No good. And a push foul in the back on Kyla Yordy fighting for the rebound.
Yeah, as a coach, that's one I can live with, just being aggressive there on the rebound.
And that'll be the 5th foul in this quarter on the Eagles. It sends the Jays to the line.
Yeah, Shiloh DeBoer going to go back to the free throw line where she was just there in the last possession where she knocked down 2.
She will miss the first of 2. And she'll hit the second. Yordy attacks. And then a foul on the floor by Ella Chambers.
That's 15th foul on the Jays, so Yordy go to the line to shoot 2. I still don't like this new rule change.
Automatic, you get 2 free throws?
Yeah.
I like the 1-and-1.
I
Makes
mean,
you earn it.
It does give you, different strategies towards the end of quarters and that end of halves. But still, I just don't.
She'll miss the first, hit the second. 32nd timeout by head coach Jason Goon of the Eagles. 41-22. The Jays are in for a fight if they want to get back into this game. And they're going to have to turn the intensity up. And you kind of look at the emotions from the Jays. It just feels like they kind of accepted a little bit of it. They don't want to, you don't want to let it go. You don't want to give up this early. You kind of want to stay strong and be positive here.
Right. Anything can happen. It's high school basketball, but right now just the Lady Eagles imposing their will on this basketball game. And I read an article this week about the Indiana High School Athletic Association going to be proposed a shot clock. Indiana High School basketball. No.
Really?
80% of the boys coaches were in favor of it, and 70% of the girls coaches were in favor of it. Yeah, I was shocked at those high numbers.
I'm shocked as well. The Jays will have it, and then they lose it. It's stolen by Lily Maxwell. She takes it to the other end of the floor, and a foul will be called, sending her to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to go on the board, and it does. That's her 4th. So Shiloh DeBoard and Avery Johnston each with 4 fouls. First one up by Lily Maxwell is up and good. Makes it a 42-22 game for the Lady Eagles. Second one, no good.
Rebounded on the inside by Haviland.
That's the second time Haviland has just stood there straight up and got the rebound.
Number 23, Sydney Haviland, her second.
So this will put the Jays at the line.
Yeah, Macy Morrow to go to the line. She's 1 of 2 tonight. Can cut into this 20-point lead by the Lady Eagles. First one's up and good. Justine Yordy checks in for Sydney Haviland for the Lady Eagles.
Second one on the way, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Clapsaddle for the Eagles. Clapsaddle back to Kyla Yordy. She'll cross the timeline here. Minute 15 to go in the third. They are in control, 42-23. Eagles pick up their dribble. Back to Clapsaddle. Chambers on her. Then over to number 21, Mia Hibbard. Takes it to the far side of the floor. Back up top to Lily Maxwell. Lily brings it near side. Picks up Over to Clapsaddle. She attacks, double comes, foul called in the act of shooting. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, I thought Elkhart Christian was going to hold it for one shot there, but Clapsaddle saw an opening and took it, so getting 2 free throws. That fouls on Ella Chambers, her second. First one up by Clapsaddle is no good.
No good either, and rebounded by Hibbard. Right back to Kyla Yordy. She found the open player, and she gets it off the glass. Near side to Macy Morrow, then to the near corner. Here's Tunis driving in, spinning around, block shot, and here come the Eagles. Looks like Coach Goon wants it for one shot here to end the third. Kyla Yordy has it. They've hit a big-time shot at the end of each quarter. Will they hit one here at the end of the third? Yordy.
Well, if they hit another one here at the end of the third, it's just meant to be.
Clapsaddle attacks, picks up her dribble, dump off to Yordy, back out.
Why not?
Hibbard, 3-ball, splash! Another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law for Mia Hibbard. Hit the end of the first big-time 3. Now she hits the end of the third. We're going to take a break, come back. Huge shot for the Eagles. Fourth quarter action is on the way.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express. There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Back here to Bobcat Den, we start the fourth. The Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles leading the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays 47-23. Jays working inside. A kick ball will stay here. It's not been a good night for the Jays, but it has been for the Eagles, and they came in remembering that tough loss in the regular season, Chris.
And now you understand why they're ranked 4th in Class 1A.
Annabelle Kennedy over to Charlotte Aboard. She attacks, back out to Kennedy, fakes the 3, then over to Avery Johnston. And a foul will be called on the floor, I think, on Ivy Clapsaddle here.
Yeah. And let's be honest, John Harrell had Elkhart Christian as an 18-point favorite in this game tonight. So
Tunis to take it out. Poked out by Hibbard, who, as a freshman, Chris, has played amazing.
Yeah. Has 2 field goals on the night, and both of them are buzzer beaters at the end of the first quarter and into the third quarter.
Charlotte Aboard has it, attacks, off the glass, no good, rebounded by Hibbard.
Speaking of the devil.
Kyla Yordy will bring it forward for the Eagles. Picks up her dribble. Tried the back door, stolen by the Jays, right to Charlotte Aboard. DeBoard near side to Kennedy, then back to DeBoard. Pops the deep 2, and she got it to go.
Oh, nice split there. Split the double team.
Work it into Justine Yoder, then back out to Maxwell. She attacks the paint, Picks up her dribble, back out to Hibbert, another three. Splash! Another donation to the Cheryl N. Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm to do nice things for underprivileged kids. Hibbert. Wow, Chris.
Yeah, I think this freshman group for Elkhart Christian is better than the freshman group, which is the sophomore group right now, was last year. DeBoard with another 2-pointer there for the Jays.
She got inside and gets something to go. 50-27 is the score. The Eagles lead here. And then a whistle on the floor here.
And a foul's going to go on Kaylin Tunis, her fourth. So Tunis, DeBoard, and Johnston all have 4 for the Jays.
They'll get it into Hibbert. Almost lost it. Hibbert stays with it. Over to Maxwell. Drives in. Back out to Hibbert. Top of the key. 3. She is having a huge night.
Have yourself a game.
Another donation to the Cheryl N. Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. Near corner to Tunis. Spins around. Gets to the short corner. And she'll draw the foul. Going to the line to shoot 2. Frustrating night for the Jays.
That's
and we talked about it in the pregame. How do you respond to adversity?
Exactly.
Do you get dejected? Do you hang your head? Or do you fight through it and weather the storm? I think that's a question that the Jays will have to work on.
Yeah, because right now
they just aren't playing with their normal luster.
Yeah, body language right now is a telltale sign of how this game's going.
She'll hit the first, miss the second. Eagles bring it forward. Maxwell gets into the paint. Near side, 3 on the way. No good from Justine Yoder, but the Eagles will come up with it for a second chance opportunity. My gosh. And then head coach Jason Goon for the Eagles will call the timeout. 53-28. It's not gone the Jays' way at all. And, you know, when things aren't going your way, it's easy to get down on yourself.
It is, but again, you got to fight through it. You got to persevere.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's all attitude. Attitude is everything.
Confidence is king. We're going to keep it here. It's just been the night for the Eagles. The last 2 matchups between these 2 teams started last year in the sectional championship game where the Eagles beat the Jays. The Jays got revenge in midway through the regular season, or early on in the regular season, I should say. And that game was won by the Jays at Elkhart Christian. So now they meet back at Oregon Davis for the first round of sectionals this year. And right now the Eagles are just in charge. Out of the timeout, they work at the clap saddle inside. No good. Gets her own rebound, and the putback is good. 55-28, 5:20 to go.
I would love to see the stat on second chance points for the Eagles.
To the left elbow, Charlotte DeBoard, near corner to Grace Craig. Craig, back to DeBoard, into the paint. Avery Johnston, back out. DeBoard pops the 3, splash. Another donation to the Cheryl N. Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm. Lily Maxwell with it, up top to Kyla Yordy. Yordy over to Clapsaddle, then to Maxwell. 4:44 to go in the fourth. Clapsaddle attacks near corner to Justine Yordy. Yordy back to Maxwell, chewing the clock, over to Kyla Yordy. Then back to Lily. Lily, she attacks the paint, puts up the shot, right-handed, no good, and rebounded by Kaya Burkett. Burkett to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard crosses the timeline. Here she comes, near corner to Kaylin Tunis, pops the 3. Overshotted and rebounded by Grace Craig. There'll be a foul, though, on Ivy Clapsaddle, I believe.
Actually, they're just going to call, could be Judson ball, side out of bounds. There was no foul called. Clapsaddle was out of bounds when they come down together with the basketball.
So it stays here. Johnston to take it out underneath her own basket. Kicks it up top. Shot the board. Attacks. Splits the D. Left-handed layup. No good. And rebounded by Sydney Haviland. Crossing the timeline. Eagles have it. Kylie Yordi. Over to Justine Yordi. Then to Ivy Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle. Dump off inside to Yordi. Puts up the shot. No good. And it'll go out of bounds. Jays basketball here.
Yeah, Grace Craig just standing there, standing straight up. Give Yordi credit for trying to draw the foul there. Just wasn't able to do it.
Johnston back up top to the board. Pops the three. Top of the key. No good. And rebounded by Haviland. Gets inside. Yordi picks up her dribble. Back out to Hibbard. Hands off the Clapsaddle. Attacks to the right elbow. Pops it from 15. No good. Good box out from Grace Craig. She gets the rebound as Charlotte DeBoard. And DeBoard pushes it forward near side to Tunis. Tunis dump off inside. Stolen by Hibbard. Here she comes leading the charge. Left-handed layup. Mia Hibbard. What a night for the freshman. 57-31. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat, Chris.
Yeah, that freshman's pretty good.
5'9". We'll see Tunis check out. And checking in for her is number 30 for the Jays, Charlie Boyd. The Jays will get it into Grace Craig, back to DeBoard. DeBoard over to Johnston. Johnston back to DeBoard. Near side to Boyd, then gets it to Johnston. Johnston spins around to the near corner. Kaya Burkett back up top to Johnston. Here comes Avery. Attacks the paint, almost lost it. Stays with it though, saved by Grace Craig. Craig to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard. Ooh, nice move. Then back to Boyd. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Here comes Johnson, attacks the paint, puts up the left-handed shot, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Lily Maxwell has it, loose ball, saved, stolen by Grace Craig, and then it's stolen back by the Eagles. Clapsaddle has it, and now we have a whistle. And I think Boyd has come up hobbled here. She may have rolled her ankle.
Well, she's gonna have to come out because the coach came out on the floor. She doesn't realize that. She begged to stay in, but
Charlotte DeBoard will check out. It looks like Macy Morrow will check in for her. Are the officials going to catch that, though? Yep, they are.
Yeah, because the coach came on the floor, the player has to come out.
And we will see Annabelle Kennedy check in for her. So DeBoard, the senior, comes out. Also, Charlie Boyd, a senior, comes out. Kaya Burkett looks like the only senior left out onto the floor right now. Oh, no, Grace Craig is out there as well. She's another senior. The last two seniors for the Jays on the floor. Hibbard, top of the key, behind her back. Hands off to Hanyon. Hanyon, back to Maxwell, far corner, attacks the paint, picks up her dribble, back out to Maxwell. Then to Hibbard. Hibbard. Back to Sheridan Maxwell, who then finds Hanyon. Back to Hibbard. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To the far corner. Stolen by the Jays. Kaya Burkett to Avery Johnston. Crosses half court. And I think Johnson will be called for an offensive foul here.
And call intentional, too.
So this will send the Eagles to the line to shoot 2, correct, and the ball?
Yes.
And shooting the free throws will be Hanyon. Burkett, the senior, will check out. Grace Craig, the senior, will check out. Tough way to go out for the Jays. A great season overall. They played well. They beat these Eagles earlier on in the year. But this big one, this was the one that mattered. Hanyon hits the first of 2. And the second is good.
Bench warning on North Judson.
Do they assess anything on that?
No, it's just a warning. First one.
The Eagles get it in. Hanyon brings it across the timeline. Minute 10 to go in the ball game. They work it inside. Stolen by the Jays. And then a whistle. They're going to call it on Schlalabach.
Actually, I don't think there was a foul. I think they just said knocked it out of bounds, deflected out of bounds. So no foul call there.
I see. It's getting a little spacey right here at the end of this game. Macy Morrow, top of the key at the volleyball line, gets it over to Annabelle Kennedy. Kennedy brings it near side, spins around, top of the key. Then finds number 22 for the Jays. This is Braylon Lewandowski. And it's stolen by the Eagles here. Sheridan Maxwell has it. Schlabach. Then to Tyron, who checked in a few moments ago. 20 seconds to go. Hanyon will have it at the volleyball line.
Over and back.
And that'll be an over and back pressure by the Jays here. The last 12 seconds, the Jays will have it. They'll kick it in to Amelia Chaffins. Then to Mally Sievers. Lewandowski back to Kennedy, and that will be the end of the ball game. 59-31 is the final. The Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles will beat the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. They will play Trinity Greenlawn in the next round on Friday night. Big win for the Eagles, a tough loss and a tough way to go out for the Lady Jays. As that is the end of the ball game. We're going to take a break and come back. Our Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show is up next. We'll have our Stark County Co-op play of the game, as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. That's up next. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVR.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
59-31 is the final as the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles beat the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays. We'll bring in our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. A tough way to go out for the Jays, but you got to give credit to these Eagles. They played good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you understand why, they're only giving up 29 points a game and why they're ranked fourth in Class 1A. Just a very solid, very deep, balanced basketball team. Had four girls in double figures, and three of those four had 14 apiece. That's balanced scoring. That's tough to defend.
The Jays will end their season at 15-8 on the year. They went 5-3 in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. Talk about the Jays for a minute, Chris. Not the way they wanted to go out. They got to the sectional championship matchup against these Eagles last year and fell. Just a tough way to go out. You draw the Eagles right off the bat. And they probably knew coming in this was going to be an uphill battle. Even though they beat them in the regular season, they knew this was not going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah, they knew coming in that they were going to have to play a perfect game to be competitive. Again, just you look at the scoring for North Judson. Shiloh DeBoard came to play. She led the Jays. She led all scorers with 19, but. Again, it just wasn't enough. Not enough help. Let's go through the scoring here. Annabelle Kennedy had 1. Caitlin Tunis had 6. Macy Morrow had 2. And Avery Johnston had 3. So that rounds out the scoring for the Jays there. Shiloh DeBoard played a heck of a game. Just wasn't enough.
How about for the Eagles?
For the Eagles, I had Lily Maxwell with 14, Hanlon with 2, Clapsaddle with 10, Kyla Yorty with 14, Justine Yorty with 3, Maya Hibbard had 14, and Sydney Haviland had 2. I had the Lady Eagles out-rebounding the Jays by 8 from the free throw line. That's the only down spot or black eye for the Eagles. They were 7 of 18 from the free throw line tonight. That's not going to get it done in a close game.
No.
But again, that just tells you how it ended up being a 28-point game, but where it could have been if they shoot just a decent percentage from the free throw line. North Judson was 10 of 15 from the line, but again, just too many turnovers and. Elkhart Christian just having their way with whatever they wanted to do defensively and offensively.
It was causing the Jays problems. They just couldn't get things going with that defense from the Eagles.
And I tell you what, the Elkhart Christian has some good team speed.
Yes,
they were a notch above the Lady Jays when it came to speed.
Well, they have moved on. They will play Trinity Greenlawn in the next round. That's Game 2 on Friday night. Game 1, we will be broadcasting the Culver Lady Cavaliers taking on the Triton Lady Trojans, going live at 6 Eastern, 5 Central for the Culver Lady Cavs. We'll now have an opportunity to talk with head coach of the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays. It is Whitney Combs. Coach, a tough way to go out. You kind of talked about it on the Saturday Sports Line. You knew coming into this game against Elkhart Christian, it wasn't going to be a cakewalk by any means. You knew it was going to be a fight.
Yeah, they are who we thought they were, right? They can shoot the lights out of the gym once they get hot. It's really hard to stop them, and we saw that tonight. I'm really proud of my girls. We never gave up. We battled the whole time. Things didn't just go our way, unfortunately.
Defensively, they really were causing problems, and they focused in on key shooters. Tunis was just not able to get going what she wanted to get going. It seemed like the girls just really were having a hard time mentally going through dealing with the pressure that the defense was handing them?
Yeah, that's something we, said from last year. That's something we have to work on our mental game, and I still think that's something we need to focus on, right? When things don't go our way, how do we respond? So that's something we'll continue to focus on. There's got to be a winner and loser. Unfortunately, we're on the wrong side of that tonight. It's not for the lack of effort. Did we make some bonehead plays? Yeah, but that's going to happen.
I think to me, and I haven't seen the full stats. I would love to have a breakdown of, I think, second chance points. I think their offensive rebounding caused you fits tonight.
Yeah, that was one of our key emphasis, winning the rebound battle. And they had way too many second chance points, just getting it, throwing it back out, hitting the 3-point shot. And that's just a dagger, especially when we would get within like 6 points and then we'd make one and then they make a three, So we just could never get over that hump tonight, and they just kept extending the lead out on us.
Well, we'll definitely have you on the Saturday Sports Line. Maybe not this weekend, give you some time to process this. But I know that those seniors, you made sure to get out onto the floor, and that wasn't the moment you wanted to have with them, but you did embrace each senior, I noticed, and that's a tough ending. I've been there myself. I know Chris has been there as a senior. That's the last time you're going to be on the floor with your team.
Yeah, those girls have worked so hard, It's really hard to see them go out that way. I'm excited to continue to watch Shiloh in her athletic career in college. And all the time and effort those girls have given. I'm really proud of them.
Oh, yeah, they set the standard, that's for sure. So you got a good nucleus coming back, and those girls are all going to depend on how they channel this going into next year.
Yeah, that's what hey, we're up against them every year. Like, you have to put the work in the off season if we want to beat them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up, a class act as always, and means a lot for you to tell the fans how things are going. They were here for you tonight. You always have such great support. What's your message to them right now at the end of the season?
Thank you for coming out all season long and being our sixth man. We really appreciate you guys coming to support us. The girls worked so hard. Wish things could have been different tonight, but we'll continue to work, and hopefully you guys will be out there to see us next year.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy that birthday.
That's head coach. I don't think she's going to enjoy it, Chris, that one.
You gotta have something positive.
Well,
right?
That is head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre
No comment,
Blue Jays. I don't have anything to say. I feel bad for him, because we cover the Jays. They're one of our area teams, and we are playing it fair. We want to be fair to Elkhart Christian. They are a very deserving team to win, and they're going to be a tough out if and when they get by Trinity Greenlawn. We will see if it's the Culver Lady Cavaliers or the Triton Lady Trojans, but whoever it is out of those two teams, if they face this Elkhart Christian team, they are in for a dogfight.
Right. Yeah. To me, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but there were times I was thinking about being able, if Culver takes care of business on Friday night in that first game, seeing Ava McCune match up with these guards from Elkhart Christian. That could be a lot of fun.
Ava McCune, yeah.
That could be a lot of fun.
Causing problems
That could be fireworks.
That could be fireworks. Oh, man, that now you're getting me excited for Saturday.
But Culver's still going to take care of business. Yeah, Triton's good. Triton's got the advantage when it comes to the fact that, okay, Culver beat them in the regular season, so you got to take into account the revenge factor.
Right.
And I don't think people understand just how that plays. When you get two teams that are pretty evenly matched, Culver only beat them by 9. So that's just a couple of possessions that could go either way. So you throw in the revenge factor, and that's going to be a heck of a battle in Game 1 on Friday night.
And then also a big win for our West Central Lady Trojans. They beat Tri-County 47-42.
Love it.
So they
Coach
will
Mellon.
Move on. Congratulations to Coach Tyson Mellon
I
for
love it.
Getting that big win. Also, thank you to Athletic Director Jeff Messer for sending me that message.
That's a big win for them. Good for them, because they got Tri-County beat them in the regular season.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull those stats up, actually, because North Judson, or not stats, but actually the schedule here, because if you look at West Central, they beat Tri-County tonight. They will now move on to play DeMott Christian. Who beat South Newton in the opening round. So the West Central Trojans will have a shot to get to a sectional championship on Saturday. They would, if and when they beat DeMont Christian, they would have to face either Pioneer or Caston.
Yeah, and they beat both those teams in the regular season. Caston early on in the regular season. Caston's playing a lot better here at the end of the season, so that could be an interesting. First game of the year they beat Caston, so that could be interesting. Could be a heck of a matchup with Caston and West Central in the championship, but don't count out Pioneer. A lot of rich tradition through all sports at Pioneer. Football,
Right.
softball, basketball.
And then you'd mentioned the Tri-Township Lady Tigers win.
Yep. They won. Washington Township was leading in Game 2 of the Morgan Township sectional. So a lot going on tonight. And I tell you what, it's a great time of the year. Love sectional basketball. Anything can happen. Survive and advance, baby.
We'll take a break, come back. Our Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next here in the Collins Insurance postgame show.
The team at LAP Waste is ready to serve you. Here's Honey Lamer.
Yes, we are so blessed at LAP Waste. We have been able to expand our staffing, and we have some amazing drivers, office help. We are just absolutely blessed in the group that we currently have.
Kirby Anderson, how does someone reach out to LAP to become a customer?
It's real simple. They can either email lapwaste@yahoo.com, and then we will get in contact with them, or they can call the office at 574-542-4019.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
We congratulate the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles beating the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays here in the opening round of Sectional 51, 59-31. We're talking our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game with Chris McGowan.
Well, I tell you what, I had 3 buzzer beaters to choose from. One at the end of the first quarter, one at the end of the second quarter, one at the end of the third quarter. And I tell you what, I've gone back.
The first quarter?
I'm going back to the first quarter with the freshman. Now, Mia Hibbard knocking down that big 3. That kind of took the sails.
Yeah.
It was a 6-point game at that point. North Judson's right there. But I think it was on an offensive rebound, too. Kicked it out to her, and she knocked down the 3. Actually, she had 2 buzzer beaters. She had the one at the end of the third quarter as well.
First and third.
So, but again, I go back to the first one because, like I said, that kind of just took the wind out of the sails of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, and Elkhart Christian just took that and ran with it.
Well, congratulations to Mia Hibbard. That big-time 3 at the end of the first also helped another donation to the Sherilyn Welter Foundation by the Nice Law Firm to do nice things for underprivileged kids.
Yeah, 9 threes total tonight is what I had.
Let me see if I tallied that up right. Yeah, I had 9 as well, so it
Good,
has to
all
be.
right. Our math is mathing.
I'm not a math guy, so that says something.
Well, that's
Either
probably
for
why
me
we
or
work so well together. I'm the math guy. You're the English major.
I definitely was not an English major.
Oh, sorry. You just speak
I just went
for a
to
living.
broadcasting.
Broadcasting. Well, close enough.
I played with toys.
Close enough.
Well,
you did English with
I
toys.
plugged in chords.
Yeah, you did English with toys.
Yeah, there we go. No, the problem was I was an only child, and I had no friends until I was about 5 or 6, so I just talked.
She just talks into a can.
I just talked, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Poor kid.
Yeah, thanks. We'll take a break, come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is up next.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, JT. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
All right, we're talking our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Let's talk about it, Chris. I mean, there were several good players for Elkhart Christian Academy, but who do you think deserves our player of the game?
Well, I tell you what, I've just come to find out that there's a reason why the freshman from Elkhart Christian, I'm sure she was probably the what's the great way to say this, and it's nothing negative. I'm sure she was a gym rat. Her dad is the boys coach at Elkhart Christian, so
Interesting.
I'm sure she probably spent a lot of time at practice and a lot of time shooting
Yeah.
basketballs. But I'm going with double duty here tonight. The play of the game and the player of the game. The Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game wears number 21, Mia Hibbard, the freshman.
Wow.
4 3-pointers tonight, 14 points, just 6 rebounds. That's unofficial. Had a couple of steals. Just a tremendous performance by the freshman. Came off the bench to score 14 points.
Wow.
And had 2 buzzer beaters.
Wow.
And just shot it with confidence. And she knew they were going in. So, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, wore number 21, Mia Hibbard, the 5'9" freshman.
From Elkhart Christian
From
Academy.
Elkhart Christian Academy.
Well, congratulations to Mia Hibbard, as she is our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action Friday night here at the Bobcat Den to see the Culver Lady Cavaliers take on the Triton Lady Trojans. We will be going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every Saturday throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We go live every Saturday throughout the school year at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. Final word from you tonight.
Tell you what, that Elkhart Christian team's fun to watch.
Yeah, they are.
Good
ball club.
Yeah, they understand the game of basketball. You can tell that their basketball IQ, with making the right reads on when to back door and the ball screens and reading the pick and roll, tough to defend. 4 girls in double figures, 3 of them with 14, and the 4th girl with 10. Just balance. That's hard. That's hard to defend. I tell you what, I would have loved, I'm sitting here and watching that game, and I'm going to say this, I would have loved the last girls team I coached at Tri-Township, I would have loved to have seen them matched up with this ECA team.
That'd be fun. We'll see what happens on Saturday. I wanted to, not to get too somber, but I did want to bring this up. One of my close friends had reached out to me and told me that one of our rivals from Shelbyville, of course, I went to Rushville. We always played tough against the Shelbyville Golden Bears. And while I hate their guts, I am saddened to hear that one of their star players had unexpectedly passed away today, Patrick Ellis. One of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life. He went on to track at the next level in college. Battled him all through elementary, middle school, into high school. Just one of those athletes. I'm shocked by it. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know none of our area listeners have any idea who that is, but I just wanted to put it out there. And the energy, my thoughts and prayers are with Patrick Ellis's family. Rivals or not, I respected him as a player.
Right.
And it's just really sad. So
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And my thoughts and prayers are with Shelbyville Golden Bear, Patrick Ellis tonight. Well, that's going to do it. The final saw the Elkhart Christian Academy Lady Eagles beat the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, moving on to round 2 here in sectional 51, 59-31. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball. For our sports analyst, Chris McGowan, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.